Hi, Brenna. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. How are you today? So, we got a whole list of questions here, and we'll see how many of them we get answered. It's totally up to Grandma as for what she wants to say, but it does, to me, it always helps to have a couple of questions, kind of get them going and get them in the flow, and you always have questions. So we'll see what she says. For my first timers, I like to tell you, I hear, see, feel, know, sense, a little bit of taste and smell. So I have most of the senses. This is not an exact science. Something that you don't understand now, write it down, because you'll either remember it later, or a family member, which has been happening a lot lately. It's beginning to be a community project, it seems, when I do these. They go and ask a family member, they go, oh yeah, I know that. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just don't know. Anyway, that's the way it's working lately. Anyway, sometimes they show me pictures. They usually talk, but sometimes they show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. And I have to describe that picture and try to figure out what message they're trying to get across with this picture. So it may not be exact, so just consider that. Names, I stink at names. So you'll have to think outside the box. If I say John, it'll be a guy with a male with a J name. Be close enough. Seems like I'm forgetting something. I should write this stuff down and just have it posted so I can read it. Anyway, let's see what Grandma has to say. She's starting off, and she's got a whole big handful of potato chips. And she says, watch this shit. I can eat them all, and it doesn't make any difference. I can do what I want. She says, now she's pointing behind her. There's pies, cookies, all kinds of stuff. And she says, and they're all mine. They're all mine. I don't even have to share them with the grandkids or anything. They're all mine. And I'm not going to gain any weight. Oh, she's funny. She's very lighthearted. She feels like a free spirit, kind of. Just happy-go-lucky, funny. So let's ask her a couple of questions. Has a family member seen you? She says yes. She says your mom has seen her. Wait a minute. Two people have seen her. One has actually seen her. One has seen her in their dreams. I don't know which one is your mom, though. Which one she's... Or maybe both. Maybe both belong to one person. I got the feeling there was two different people. Anyway, the one that has seen her has been in the bedroom. And usually, you'll see them out of the corner of your eye in your peripheral vision. And then when you turn to look, you don't see them. They're gone. They're not really gone. I don't know why it works that way. I have no explanation for it. But that's the way it usually works. Once in a while, they'll come full on in front of you. That takes a lot of their energy. So it usually works. You see them over here, and I still can't do it. I still turn my head and look. Well, I can see them full on, but even when they do it that way, I turn and look, and I don't see it. But I know I just saw them. So anyway, your mom saw her at a time when she was really struggling with something. I want to say losing somebody else. That's when your mom saw her there, and she brought herself forward the best that she could to try to let your mom know that she was there. Dang it. She was there trying to bring her love and comfort. And that way you would know that whoever she was troubled over losing, and it wasn't your mom, it was somebody else. After your mom passed, after your grandma passed, her mom passed. And grandma wanted her to know that she was there and that that person would be there too. I still feel like somebody else saw her in a dream. If dreams, you dream about people in their dreams, but if you get a dream and it's so, you know how you forget dreams as soon as you wake up? 30 seconds later it kind of goes and it's gone. If it's a dream it's called a visitation, if it's so vivid that you remember it, like mine, I remember it 7-8 years later. Every detail, every color, every smell. When it's that strong and that clear and it doesn't leave your memory, that's a visitation. Somebody's had that. She's bouncing around. She's bouncing around all over the place. Bouncing around. She's so excited, so excited. She says there's kids, grandkids everywhere. There's grandkids everywhere. She just loves her grandkids. There's great grandkids. I feel like there's you or somebody, one of the other grandkids has kids. She is absolutely over the top excited. She's showing one, so I don't know if there's more than that, but she's showing how she got to hold this baby before it came here. So if there's more great grandkids than the one, she held all of them. She says, try and stop me. See if you can stop me from holding them. And she's showing, she's showing a baby, newborn, all wrapped up in blankets. The blankets appear to be blue, so it's a boy, and it has a knitted little cap on, like the hospital employees or somebody made, you know, not hospital employees. They have ladies that make that stuff and give them to the nurseries to hand out. Something like that. Has that little hat on. So she's definitely showing that baby for sure. I don't want to flip her around too fast. She's bouncing around all over. She's showing you that she no longer has any knee pain because the old decrepit knees stayed here. They don't go with her. That body pain didn't go with her. The body stayed here. This is her spirit, her essence. Still looks the same. They come through the same, so that way you know who it is and they'll look the same. Like sometimes my Bob will come through with a tutu on or something. I mean, it just, but anyway, I'll quit battling about that. So she's bouncing around so you know that she's pain-free. There is no pain where she's at. She's saying that she struggled with breathing at the end. She was having trouble breathing from something in this area. Well, duh, that's where you breathe from, but something in this area was causing her to have trouble breathing. She was having trouble letting go, which I believe that most of us do. That's nothing unusual. So she kind of struggled with the breathing a little longer than she needed to. But she said it's okay, because her mom and dad were waiting for her, and an aunt. And I see an angel. There's always at least one angel, and I believe they show me an angel like is waiting for them, but I totally believe that there's more, but they only need to show me one to represent that they were there. And then I see mother, father, and what she says is an aunt, and she's standing by your mom, so I'm going to say your mom's sister. Don't hold me 100% on that. And her mom and dad are dressed up very nice. They're very prim, proper, clothes ironed nicely. I don't know if they were that way in real life or if they're just presenting themselves that way. Like I said, my Bob's come through in a tutu. He's come through all dressed up, and he didn't dress up. So maybe they're just coming through because they want to look nice for you. I can't get a feel off of whether they dress like that all the time or not. They have like Sunday go to church clothes on. But the aunt does not. She is not dressed really nice that way. She looks comfy. Comfy, comfy. And so does your grandma. Let's see if we can get some validations from her so you know for sure that I have her. So let's see how she's going to tell you that she's around. Chirping, chirping. Something about chirping. Something you hear a bird chirping when there's no bird there. You're not losing your mind. She's using this to get your attention. So that chirping will be one of your signs when Grandma's near. And you might see it on TV, you might hear it on the radio, you might hear it on Facebook, whatever. It doesn't matter where it's at. But more than likely you're just going to hear it like in your living room or kitchen, and you think you're got bats in your belfry like I do. And it's Grandma trying to chirp. She's chirping at you. She says she's extremely over the top proud of every single one of you. Nobody has been a disappointment to her. There's one, it's a male, that she worried about, that she was afraid was going down the wrong path. But he has since he was going down the wrong path, he's since gotten, she says he's gotten his shit together. And she can actually, when she gets, she can bring her love and energy to you guys down here, and she can help flood you with that love, and it actually helps brighten you. She's wanting me to say that. I don't even know how to explain that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain that. She wants you to know that she absolutely loves the free spirit you are, because she felt like a free spirit, even though people were kind of trying to tell her, you really shouldn't act that way, you really shouldn't do this and that, you really shouldn't be so loud, you really shouldn't jabber so much. She says you have the same kind of essence, and she loves that. She kind of thinks you're a little bit of a chip off the old block. She says that can be a bad thing too. It can get you in trouble. She says, watch your mouth. watch your mouth. Don't let it override your ass. That's what she said. Let's see if she's going to show some more about her being around. She's talking about chocolate chip cookies with raisins in them. That smell in her kitchen when she had the chocolate chip cookies with raisins in them. You're going to smell that. You do smell that when there's nothing cooking. You don't even have to be at home to smell it. That's a sign from her to you that she's around and she's thinking of you and keeping an eye on you, and she's sending her love. Also, something about water running. One of the faucets in your house keeps coming on. She shows a little drip and then she shows it running pretty strong. So one of the faucets, she's playing with one of the faucets in your house. She's showing me the kitchen, but it may not be the kitchen. I don't know that for sure. She might just be showing me a faucet. So there's all kinds of different signs that they try to use to get your attention, to let you know they're still with you. There's somebody down the street from you, but she doesn't say how far. So I don't have any idea how close they are. That she wants you. What do you want her to do? She wants you to check in on them. Somebody that she knew. An elderly man that she wants you to check on. She spends a lot of time there. A little worried about him. A little worried about him being alone and lonely. So evidently you're the closest one to him. So she's asking you to say hi to him. Take a card or some cookies to him. Tell them they're from her too. And do you have a dog? She's showing a dog walking down the sidewalk with you. Okay. there's a young male, not a little kid, at least teens or older, I can't tell exactly, more towards the adult age, that she sends flies to pester him. Flies, like when you can't, they just keep coming and you can't get them off of you and it just keeps coming back. Grandma's doing that. So I'm not sure if you'll know about this or not. Sometimes she comes up to you and she's showing me on the right side and she kind of, I don't know what you look like. I don't like to stalk anybody's Facebook page before I do readings because it muddies my little head up. But she tries to pull your hair back, push it back behind your ear, and sometimes when they get that close, it might feel like a fly, like landing on your hair. Sometimes it feels like head lice to me. Sometimes that area will get burning hot from their energy or feel like goosebumps. I never know for sure how their energy is going to affect you. And when you get any signs from her, tell her, I love you, Grandma. I know you're here. Thank you. Bring me more. And once you start acknowledging the signs and realizing that those are really signs, then she's getting excited. Because that way she'll bring you more. And I like people to go to my Constant Connections page because there's a link, a thread in there about signs, and that way when people put in there how they got their sign, which sign they got, how it happened for them, then everybody can read it and go, oh, now I understand. I got that sign the other day. She's mentioning somebody's chimney fire, or be careful of a chimney fire. It's kind of the time of year that we're not really going to be using chimneys. Maybe this is something that just happened, she's not saying. She wants somebody to be careful of that. Now she's doing something that looks like knitting or crocheting. And then she's got a crossword book sitting next to her. And she's getting ready to go into the kitchen and stir the pot of spaghetti. So whatever she gives me, I'm just going to throw it out. It's not for me to understand. You ask if she had a message for your mom. And usually I don't. Usually I just do messages for the person that asked for the reading. And we'll see if we can get her to talk to your mom. Because I don't really have the energy of both of them like I have the energy of both of you. But she gets very, very soft. Okay, my first hummingbird actually just showed up or stopped there, trying to get into my fake flowers, even though I have hummingbird feeders out there. So hummingbird will be another sign from her for your mom. For your mom, hummingbird will be a sign. So, and like I said, it doesn't have to be in person live like I just saw mine. It can be in a store and your head feels turned and there's a little glass hummingbird hanging there, or TV, billboards, any bumper stickers. I asked for a sign one time and I thought, okay, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I need a sign. And when I pulled out of the parking lot, the van in front of me had a license plate that was a shortened down version of Butterfly, and Butterfly's a big sign for me, right smack dab in front of me. There's your signs, things like that. So Hummingbird can be anywhere, even a license plate or a bumper sticker. And she says, my baby. She gets very, very soft and she toned her energy down. So full of love for your mom, my baby. She says she worries about the way your mom worries. She needs to stop fretting over everything and just go with the flow. And she shows herself grabbing your mom and just hugging her really, really tight. So at some point she will feel that hug, and it's not going to feel like a real hug like our human arms. It's just going to be, I don't know how to explain it. You'll just feel it. You'll feel that hug. You'll feel that love overwhelm. She wants to know where all the flowers went. She's asking your mom, where did all the flowers go? Now, I do not give medical advice, but she's saying she's worried about your mom's health and the way she's not taking care of herself like she needs to. She needs to pay more attention to the things that she eats and does. I'm seeing a cigarette. And she tries to stroke your mom's hair. She tries to push yours back over the ear, but she tries to stroke your mom's hair when she's in bed asleep. That's the easiest time when we've laid down and shut out all the worries of the world and we don't have all the other noises and crap coming at us. That's the easiest time for them to talk to you. Grandma says she doesn't have a care in the world. Other than to spend her time checking up on all her little chickens and chicks, her little brood. She tries to get everybody all huddled back into the nest. She drew my eyes down to my electrical socket. I have no idea why. No idea why. Don't know if this is for you or your mom, but like my eyes were pulled down there where my thing is plugged in. You might want to check some of your plugs. I don't know. I don't want to send you like worrying or anything because she's not saying anything bad. Maybe this is something that just happened. She says she knows Mother's Day is coming. She says she will feel the love of her children, but she wants you to make sure that you acknowledge your mother and make her feel special. That will make Grandma happy. Make sure you take time out to make your mom feel special. Because she is. Because she's my baby. Thought she was trying to show me a picture, but I don't see it. If you're showing me a picture, you need to make it a little stronger. Something about a chair on the front porch. She's not making it clear enough, and I don't know whose front porch it is. Something about a chair on the front porch, and then it scoots up towards the steps like it's going to fall off the steps. I have no idea. I'm just going to tell you what she's showing me. It looks like a wooden front porch. It's got plenty of room for chairs. And this chair literally moves from against the house up towards the steps. Out, I should say out towards the steps. I don't know what kind of message she's trying to send with this. She says she loves you very much and you have a huge heart. You have a huge heart like she did. Still does. She's very glad you did this. She's glad she got to tell you that she still loves you and that she's still with you. And that she's playing with the little ones. Little ones can see them. Little bitty ones can see them from the get-go, because nobody's told them that they can't do that or that it's a bad thing or whatever that we were all told, or at least when I was younger. The little ones can see them. She says, don't forget to talk to me, I can hear you. Pour your problems out to me if you can't tell anybody else. I will listen. That's what I'm here for. Just want you to understand, she's kind of being, I want you to understand that I am listening. And I will do my best to arrange things if it's in the best good interest for you to help smooth it out. You have to ask and you have to accept. She says stop fighting against the good. Change is good. Change is good. You're fighting against something good that's trying to come into your life because it's different. She says stop fighting it. It's the best thing for you. Grandma says so. And with that, she's waving. She's leaving. Now, she had a lot to say. She has very strong, loving energy. Very strong. But it's for each and every one of you. All of her little brood. She evidently pops around and checks on everybody. She says some of them are not listening to her. Okay, I'm going to let her go. I hope you got some validations in there. I do not spend my whole readings just doing things that you can validate every single thing that I say. And I won't do that because that's just a medium patting himself on the back going, look what I can do. I let them bring their messages through and I let them handle it the way they want to, unless for some reason they get out of hand, which I don't know what that would be. They don't do that. They know what's best, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So, much love to you. Let me know. See you later. Thanks for trusting me with your loved one. Don't forget to pay it forward. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Much love to you. Thank you.